Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, we're going to make the easiest Aztec glitter tumbler ever. If you saw my tutorial featuring the next gracefully created Brittany bundle, then you have already saw the semi-transparent Aztec print sheet. Normally I have one tutorial featuring the vinyl from those packs, but this is, I say it every time, but seriously, this is my favorite pack because it has so many amazing and beautiful designs, plus this Aztec print, which is a complete game changer for this style tumbler. We'll talk more about the vinyl in a minute and how you can grab it. Let's get our tumbler prepped. So I am using the new hyped KEWLZIE from the Steel Magnolia. This is a larger koozie that will hold the full size like energy drinks. I'm using my vinyl trimmer from Cami Page Boutique, and I got an additional spacer on their website that is the half spacer. So I'm using one of the originals that come with it as well as the half to get it high enough to cut up a little bit from the bottom of this tumbler. You'll see I'm making two. I was going to get corny and make a his and hers for my husband and I, but he likes his Monster Energy drinks. I love the Starbucks Double Shot Vanilla. It is my favorite, and we are outdoorsy type people, so I decided to tape off the bottom so that we can avoid, slamming it down on the concrete or wooden table, whatever it might be, and just make that bottom a little more durable, overall. But what I did was tape off the bottom, took it around my vinyl trimming tool, and then I removed the top portion of that tape so that it gives us a perfect line around the bottom. I'm using painter's tape. I do not have any electrical tape on hand because I normally don't tape off the bottom of my tumblers. Just keep in mind, electrical tape works a whole lot better. It's more flexible and it's a lot easier to flex around the bottom of those tumblers without sort of like clumping up like the paperish painter's tape does. The foam inserts that I'm using is from ARTISTRY EPOXY. They actually sell tumbler turners on their website, and I grabbed some of these as well to go along with my turner. I popped on the spray paint stopper from Cami Page Boutique so that I can avoid getting any spray paint inside of my tumbler. Got mad because the green is more of a Christmas green and not a hunter green. Thank you, Rust-Oleum. I took off my spray paint stopper and we were ready to apply our epoxy for our glitter. I'm using the epoxy method because, as I've mentioned many times, it is my favorite way to apply glitter to my tumblers for many reasons. One, it has really good adhesion. This is ARTISTRY's 1:1 ratio fast set. It dries incredibly fast, so in 30 minutes, it is dry to the touch, which means I can safely go in with a coat of epoxy over top of my glitter. I used less than 1 milliliter of epoxy on this tumbler, and then I went all over and dabbed with my hand. This just takes away any streaks, especially if you're using a fine glitter. It will avoid getting any streaks in there or pooling of your glitter in certain areas and give that epoxy some texture. Again, this was going to be a personal tumbler, and if you have been watching my tutorials for some time or got a hold of my glitter pack from PDB Creative Studio, you know that this is one of my favorite colors. This is a really deep hunter green, and it is absolutely beautiful. One of my favorites from COLORFLEX for sure. Now, if you've noticed, we still have not removed the tape from the bottom of the tumbler. I am leaving that on until we pat our glitter down flat. So once I have this mat cleaned off, I'm going to take a piece of printer paper. You can use parchment paper as well, and roll up this tumbler and flatten out the glitter. This helps eliminate multiple coats of epoxy and helps eliminate sanding. Once I finish that, I'm going to go in and remove that tape around the bottom. You want to do that before your epoxy starts to dry so that your tape does not get stuck to your tumbler. If for whatever reason your tape does get stuck on there, if you forget to remove it, just take your heat gun and very, very carefully pull up your tape as you are heating that area, and it will help remove the tape from your tumbler. After this has been drying for about 30 minutes, of course that can vary depending on your environment and the temperature of your workspace. Mine usually stays between 68 and 74. And around that 30-minute mark, it is dry to the touch, give or take just a little bit depending what temperature we are in that range. So after this has dried, I'm going to go back in and go just slightly lower than our glitter line with this piece of tape. After we go in with our coat of epoxy, immediately remove that tape, especially if you are using a fast set. If you're using a regular epoxy with a longer dry time, you may want to set a timer for 30 to 45 minutes to pull that tape off. I sanded in between 2 coats of epoxy and we were ready to add on our decal. So this semi-transparent Aztec sheet is going to be part of the Brittany bundle, which is the anniversary edition at GRACEFULLYCCD.com on October 3rd. Those bundles do sell out really quickly, so if you don't get your hands on one of them, all of the vinyl will be released individually on October 11th at the same place, GRACEFULLYCCD.com. Now we are working on variations of this Aztec print because, I mean, this is so easy. All I did was just trim it to the size of the tumbler, and I'm making sure that I have it lined up really well using the hinge method, which is the same way that I apply all of my vinyl wraps and any of my stencils that I put on my tumblers for peekaboos. We have a lot of detail going on here, and since there are lines involved, like straight lines versus a pattern, you do want to make sure that you get it lined up perfectly. But in the event that you don't, I'm going to show you how to adjust it just a hair whenever you're putting it on the tumbler. Luckily, this is removable vinyl, so it's easy to remove and reposition if you don't get it perfect the first time. But what I usually do when doing wraps that I need to get that seam kind of perfectly lined up, I will go just a little bit on wrapping it around. I'll trim off the back that is hanging over so I can put the wrap flat once again and make sure that I'm going in the right direction. If it is slightly off, I will put some tension on the remaining piece, and hopefully you'll be able to see it here. I'm going to trim off the vinyl, line that up and make sure I'm going in the right direction, and if not, put a little bit of tension on the remaining piece and pull it into the direction. This will stretch the vinyl just a hair into the direction that you need it to go so that you can get that seam perfect whenever you go around the tumbler. Hopefully that all makes sense. That's the best way that I can explain it. Once I have that lined up, you can tape it off so that you can get a perfectly straight line. I was able to see it really well, so I tried to go over with my craft knife, and I actually just use it to strip some tumblers, so it didn't work. So I went and just grabbed a craft knife blade and went down that seam again. Once I took that off, I was like, you have got to be kidding me, because I thought that I messed it up at the top and just sort of like tossed my tumbler to the side. And then when I come back, I realized it was just a piece that I had not removed underneath. I had a complete blind moment there for a second, but you know, I was just happy I didn't have to redo this again, because this was the second time that I attempted to wrap this. The first time I didn't clean up my workspace really well and tried to just jump right into doing the wrap, and it picked up some glitter specks underneath, and we don't want that, so I had to do it over. But once you apply your wrap, you can add a decal straight on top. These do not have to be sealed, so once you either add your decal or don't, you can tape off the bottom once again and apply your last layers of epoxy. Now, I've seen a couple of different ways to finish the bottom of a taped off tumbler, one of which is to tape off both final layers, and you have a pretty, not really harsh, but a solid line of epoxy around the bottom of the tumbler. The second way was to tape off the first time, and the second time, just take your epoxy to the bottom, but not over the bottom. I wanted to test that out for myself to see how durable that is, especially if we are putting it down in a cup holder or something to where there's only one coat of epoxy on there and getting that kind of friction. And just actually sitting it down on the table, you can see here it did pull some of the epoxy up. Just taking the epoxy to that bottom rim on the final layer does not give it enough thickness to, I guess, withstand some of that friction on sitting it down, or if you were to make a straight or a skinny and put that down in a cup holder. So do make sure that you are taping it off all the way through all of the steps, or on your last 2 steps, you take it all the way down to that bottom rim, but not over, so it gives it a little bit more thickness and durability there. Hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments below and I will answer them as quickly as possible. I know that I did mention that this is a 16-ounce hyped KEWLZIE from the Still Magnolia, but you can also grab an extra lid from their website. You will need the small lid, and this converts to a regular 16-ounce tumbler, which is perfect to dual purpose for holding those energy drinks, your coffee, and your water or sodas, whatever you want to put inside. All of the release dates for this vinyl will be down below in the description, as well as all of the other products that I used in this tutorial with some discount codes for you. That is all for today. Thank you all so much, and we will see you next time.